everyone, welcome back to the channel CCUK Resin. And I need to crack on with my day. I've got a lot of jobs to be doing today, but I wanted to do a quick pour. So Loula from nerdgoblinart, we had a bit of a Larimar off not long ago, and she challenged me on last night's live to another attempt, so I couldn't refuse. So I wanted to just try again using the Apex High Gloss resin because it's not as thick as the resin that I've used previously, and I thought it might work. So we're going to find out if we're going to get a Larimar or a Larry fail. So I've just mixed up just over 10 ounces of the Apex resin. I'm just going to pour it pretty evenly into these pots first of all. Because you know me, I'm not always going to go with the same colour. I want 4 different colours in this Larimar effect if it works. And obviously there's one for the white. And we're going to need something for the centre. So here goes. And I still need to save some white or clear for a bit of a push at the end, I think. And we're going to see what happens. Anything spare, I've got a giant drip mold I'm filling at the minute, so I'm not too fussed about that. Hopefully I do get a little bit of spare. Here we go. And this is just the Apex High Gloss resin. And I thought for me, consistency wise, it's not as thick as the ones that I've tried before. So that might be a solution. Cool. So you can see I've still got about 200 ml of this clear ready for push at the end. So then I got thinking, what am I going to use for the centers? So I've got 2 favorite glitters at the minute. One of them's Dirty Stop Out from Create and Bloom, which I actually helped name. And it's like a dark black holographic glitter. And I'm going to combine 2 of my favorite glitters here at the minute. So I'm just going to put a couple of scoops of this Dirty Stop Out into this pot, and this is just going to be to drip into those centers, and that's the first part. And then my other favorite glitter at the minute is from Laura's Art Corner, and it's Blueberry Sparkle. So we're going to put a couple of scoops of that in as well. I don't know what it will look like with the Dirty Stop Out. I've never mixed the 2 before, but you don't know until you try. And that's what this channel's all about, just experimenting and seeing what can happen. So there we go. This is that Blueberry Sparkle glitter mixed with that Dirty Stop Out. Ooh, I think that will give us a gorgeous center, hopefully. So that's ready. Next thing I'm going to mix is my white, and I'm going to try the Supreme White for this one from Apex. And again, if you want any resins or anything from Apex Resin, don't forget they're amazing. Use my discount code CCUK. It's apexresin.co.uk and you'll get yourself some money off. So I'm scraping my stick, and pretty much whatever's left on is what I'm going to use because it's highly pigmented. That's going to go in there. And then I'm just going to stir it round. I don't want it too thick or too opaque, but I do want it to be white, guys. And I think this will give us a lovely white colour. Now, what I want to do in a minute is I'm going to wipe off my stick because I don't want it too opaque. I think we're about at the right consistency there. So I'm just going to wipe off my stick just to get the excess white off there. Because on my stick, I know there's still a lot of that pigment. There we go. And then I'm just going to wipe it around. There we go, and that's going to be the white. Look at that, beautiful. And then for the rest of the colours, I've got, I think these are alcohol inks, but no, they're called colour pigments, and I got them ages ago from Temu, and I've never used them. So I'm just going to, I've got a Let's Resin Blue as well, so I'm going to go yellow for one of them. And I want these to be quite pigmented, so I'm not even counting the drops. I'm just putting quite a few in there. I'd probably say that's about 10 drops of the yellow. Then I've got a Let's Resin blue. Again, I want it to be quite pigmented, so I'm going to put quite a few of these drops in, not even measuring them, just giving them a good squirt of colour. Then I've got this one, which is sapphire blue, which I'm hoping is going to be a slightly different shade of blue. Ooh, that nearly was an accident on my coffee table. Don't want that to happen. So I'm hoping we've got two different shades of blue there. We've got the yellow, and then for one more colour, I've got a violet. So I'm going to put a few drops of that in as well. There we go, that's 10 drops. And then I'm going to mix up these colours, and they're going to be the colours that we're going to use and hopefully get a Larimar effect. But if you've been following the channel, you'll know so far I've not managed to successfully get one yet. But it was a challenge set by Loula, and I thought, why not? Let's have another go. So this is that yellow, and it's really rich actually. I think I could have got away with less drops, but look at that, beautiful. Just mixing them around to make sure they're mixed. Wipe off my stick in between. This is that blue. And obviously, because you're adding it to the white, you're always going to get, these colours are going to go lighter anyway. So you do want them to be quite dark when you're mixing them up. This is that blue, beautiful. This is going to be the sapphire blue, which I'm hoping is a deeper, darker shade, which it is, which is good. Again, just mixing these around. We're going to pour 2 coasters. Hopefully, one of them is going to work. But there's no guarantees in resin. It does what it wants. And I'll be amazed if it does work, because as I say, I've never got the Larimar effect yet. And this is that indigo, which is a really rich, deep, dark purple. And let me know, do you think this is going to work? Or do you think I'm going to have a mess again? Oh dear. Right, okay. So the first step of a Larimar is obviously a white. So I'm going to pour more white into both of these. Just enough to cover the base. And look at that, that's really white. Like so. And I think that's enough. Maybe a drop more. Because you do want to have enough white to still create those beautiful Larimar lines. If that's what you call them. So I'm just going to move it around, making sure that we've covered the whole of that surface on both of these coaster molds. So there's my white. Step 1. And then I want to, I suppose, go with my darkest colour first, because I think that's what's going to push the white out on both of these. So I'm going to go in with the indigo, I think, first. And just go straight into the centre, pouring it out, hopefully just pushing out that white a little bit straight away, so it's not just settling on the bottom. So there's that indigo. Next, I'm going to go in with the dark blue. Again, doing it from a bit of a height. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but I don't know at this point. It's just having fun, pouring resin and seeing what results I get. You know, we might get some results, we might not. Next, I'm going to go with the other blue, which again is a different shade. Then the yellow. I'm just hoping it's moved that white enough. And then we're going to do a clear push to completely fill them up. And we'll see what happens. It's either going to work or it isn't. And then just in that center there, I'm going to add some of this glitter mixture. Oh God, I've done that a little bit runnier than I normally do. I'm actually going to pour some of this straight in, I think. And just let it settle. Same with this one. And there we go. The rest, it will either work or it won't. So we will find out together in a few hours once it's cured. What I'm going to do though is just give it a quick touch to get rid of any surface bubbles. And we'll either get a Larimar or a Larry fail. Let me know what you think. In fact, I'll leave you on a bit of a time lapse here so you can watch these and see what happens. Over the next 10 or 15 minutes, hopefully we'll start to see those striations, which will tell us that we're hopefully going to get a successful effect. So here we go, guys, and it's later in the day. It's been about 10 hours, but these feel cured enough to demold. So we're going to demold. Let's see what we've got. Let's see if for the first time ever, I've actually got the Larimar effect down. We will find out. So let's do the smaller ones first, which are just these into resin molds. That's turned out really pretty. Look at that. You can see how the glitter's settled, but I think that's really added to the effect on that piece. So there's that one. We've got this little crystal one, which again has turned out really cool. I love how some of the glitters just sank into the base of them. So there's that one. This one's the maple leaf, which actually I think is better if you don't fill it, you know? I think it's better. That's only half full, but I think that's much better than doing it the full depth and getting a thicker piece. But there we go. And you can just see some of the glitter coming through on that as well. And then the starfish, which is always a favorite of mine. Wow, look at that. Absolutely stunning. But we didn't come here for the spares or the extras. We came here to see if I finally got Larimar or not. Let's have a look. Please. Wow. A little bit too much of the glitter there. Because I did that a little bit too late. But look at it. It is Larimar. Finally, where have you been? That is beautiful. Look at that. Too much glitter though in the center, I know, but do you know what? I love it. That has finally worked. Let's hope this one has as well. Oh, I'm so excited for this now. We've got it in one. We've got it in both. Look at that. Wow. Stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. So, we finally got Larimar effect down. And yes, the only thing I would say is perhaps a little bit too much of that glitter in the center, but look at these. Wowzers. Beautiful. But I hope you've liked the video. I hope you've learned something. So use a lower viscosity resin and I'll see you on the next one.